the stream, but I got a scene. There's a scene real quick.
My bad.
You're all good. You're all good. All good. Fired stream back up. So for the scene.
Okay. Starting as Hunter or Myra, what am I doing?
Starting as Hunter, when Aaron shows up, you can go ahead and switch. Aaron's running behind, but he will be here. Hunter, you come in, roll.
Yes, I did. I also lagged, so repeat.
I was just saying Aaron's running slightly behind, so Hunter will be here well ahead of Aaron. And he would have given Hunter instructions to go ahead and start examining before he gets there. Don't wait up.
Okay.
So I know Iris came with Isaiah, so.
We can say this is later in the day. After hanging out, eating cookies, just chilling, watching a movie, being cuddly, snuggly, lovebirds. She went upstairs to sleep.
That bed or like the guest restroom?
She would ask which bed she should use or like where she should sleep. If Isaiah tells her that there's some company coming over, she's going to go into the guest bedroom so that way they don't disturb her.
Okay. Yeah, and then she'd be in the.
Then...
Yeah, there'd be guests.
Okay, then yeah, she's in the guest bedroom, so she's sleeping.
Okay. And Isaiah will be right here.
You read the DM I sent you before I joined Orlando, right, Car?
No, I was busy. Let me read that right now.
Since we never got to that one, we kept getting sidetracked by the font.
Well,
worth it.
Very. Okay, one second. Let me read this.
Excuse me.
Alright, noted.
Yep.
Alright.
Ready to
So Hunter gets here before Aaron. Isaiah. Off bat, without activating any of your powers or anything like that, how good are Isaiah's senses?
Very. I'm trained mercenary, so.
Okay, then you'd be able to feel something approaching, not rapidly, but you'd be able to feel it approaching. You wouldn't be able to smell or anything like that. Yeah, you just feel something approaching.
So, who let you in? Who's here?
Hello again.
Hunter.
Emerges from your shadow.
I'm guessing Aaron sent you?
Correct.
Okay.
They told me to begin the examination, not wait for him. So.
Alright. Place it right there. Up pops out like a little bile tester, like you see at the doctor's or something like that.
Inside the vial, Isaiah, you see what looks like tainted black blood. with little thin wisps coming off of it in the vial, with about 67% full.
What the hell is that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. The body that I retrieved this from, the wounds, it looked like it was caused by some kind of weapon that was laced with a sort of magical poison. I'm trying to see what kind of poison. So far, it looks very similar to a certain family killer that we know. One you were caught talking to, if I remember correctly. It looks like he's on the move again.
Beginning examination. That goes
As your
down.
scan goes over the... Oh, God. Never mind.
It goes down and the scanning begins. Go ahead.
As the scan begins, you'll detect that the blood is elven. But Hunter's guess at the weapon that caused the wound being poisoned was correct. The poison does not seem to be plant-based. Again, Hunter was correct in the fact that it is magical. Upon examination, it is shadow magic that 1-to-1 matches Savel.
Well, you hit the mark on that, Hunter. It's Savel. And it's shadow magic.
My nose doesn't often lie. Can you see what kind of effect it has?
Let's see.
Scanning is going to be hard given there is no physical substance inside the poison that is magic based.
No. It's not magic based.
Well, it is magic based, it's not plant based.
Oh,
So
it's not.
scans would have a hard time determining any effects
Okay,
without
it's
a test subject.
without a test subject. I can't get it really determined. It's not plant based.
I have an idea, but I shall wait for Aaron to get here. After all, he is my commander. I have to run it.
You see
Go
a
ahead.
red flash outside as if on cue.
Huh, speak of the edgelord, and he shall appear.
Good. Run this idea by him.
My ears were burning.
As I said, we examined it as you instructed. However, you're not going to like the results.
I had a feeling I probably wouldn't. Talk to me.
The weapon that was used, the wounds are... The poison that was used is 1-to-1 to Savel's. The blood says it's elven in nature. But getting any information on what it does is proving rather difficult, considering the screen says that it's all magic based, so there's no physical properties. I have an idea for that, but you are my commander, so I have to run it by you first. Would you like me to go find a random animal and see what effects it has on them? While I know an animal is not the same as a human, biologically speaking, would still be a starting point.
A rat or a pig would be a good starting point. They're both used as test subjects for various tests by scientists.
Yeah, and pig blood's very close to human blood.
What about a rabbit? That would probably be easier for me to find than a pig.
Leave that as a last resort. If you find a pig, grab it. If not, try to get a rat and then a rabbit.
Very well. Shall return.
Son of a bitch.
Slinks back into the shadows.
You don't want to know where we got that sample.
I think I got
You
a
probably
pretty.
do, but
I think I got a good idea on which body they're talking about.
if you're thinking it's the priest you killed, it's not.
No, it's not him.
What are you thinking?
The elven girl.
Ah, the witness you had him take out.
Hmm.
Well, lucky for you, no.
Okay, so
As
this
far as the
is.
city's concerned, and hell from the Valkyries flyovers, posters are still saying she's missing. There's no body yet, so... No, this sample came from a village that... was wiped out. Every single one of them. Bodies were left out in the fucking streets and on the ground with whatever they could find to try and defend themselves. Pitchforks, 2x4s, kitchen knives. And it looked like there were more bodies around, but some of them were moved. But every single one of the villagers was accounted for. Sample was taken from one of the villagers.
Gotcha.
Is everything okay?
We're just doing something, Mira. Yeah, Aaron, that's Mira. Mira. Just running a few tests, Mira. No. No, you're fine. Is Helix okay?
They are sufficient.
Guess that's an answer I'm gonna have to take.
One of those answers like, they will be.
Mm-hmm.
Scanning. Subject noted. Greetings.
Greetings. You weren't lying.
I told you she's a work in progress on the social skills.
Oh, good start on my end, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where I shake the hand?
I'd rather not have...
I don't...
Until you can learn to be gentler with somebody's hand, right now is not a good... Normally, yes, but I'd rather not have you crush his hand.
I'll take some effort, but I have no doubt even she can do it. But I'm not one for shaking hands in general anyways. So I would pass regardless of how gentle you'd be.
I hear fist bumps are also adequate.
Your fist still and don't move it forward.
Scanning. How peculiar.
Mm.
Very.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's elven blood mixed with a magic-based poison. We don't know what it does.
Attempting to separate them.
We're trying to find the effects of what it does.
Would be a good starting point to doing it. Could do that while we're waiting on Hunter to find a sample or a test subject.
Okay, I'll try to. Alright. Switch that into separate.
for me.
Switch that into separator mode. Yeah, go ahead.
Whoever gets to it first.
Whee! I also have to roll to see if Hunter can find a pig.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You first, so it's more pertinent.
Motherfucker.
You got a 15.
Oh yeah.
Hunter got 17.
To successfully separate the blood and the poison. The blood is still a little bit darker colored than it normally would be, but the poison is vial that's about 20% full of the poison, and the rest of that 67% of the first vial is the blood.
Well, separated. The elven blood's gonna stay in here.
Scanning. She's scanning the elven blood. What did she find?
Male elven.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna break down what she's scanning for. She's scanning for the person that it came from, where it originated, and the time of death, or like how old the blood is. Is the only thing she can really scan for.
The planet this one is on is Nephthys in her database, thanks to Themis, or no?
I don't think Themis knew about that, so he wouldn't put it there.
Okay. I couldn't remember if he was told or saw
Also,
briefly any of Aaron's past.
I don't know what all Isaiah's been doing as far as tinkering with her goes, so.
We'll just say she had like basic knowledge of Nephthys. If she, well, like not too much, but like basic knowledge, like the history and shit that he was recording.
Okay. So she'd see that it is Moon Elf.
Okay.
She would see that it is Moon Elven blood, typically associated with the planet of Nephthys. And the blood, give me a second to check the date to make 100% sure. Give me one moment.
Oh, good. I also do not have a pig model. Okay. So,
It's
all
fine.
all good.
The blood came from a corpse that is roughly a week old at this point.
okay.
What you got for me, Mira?
It's a moon elf of some sort, and it is a week of clothes.
Gotcha. Yeah, basic knowledge. I gave her like basic knowledge. You know, to get for starters.
Good idea.
Knowledge like this is pertinent on the battlefield. to know when comrades have fallen.
I should also give you.
Your blood transfusion. Make sure you want to give them the right stuff.
Although blood types are still being processed.
I don't know if elven blood types are similar to humans. So that goes down. That goes down there.
They probably are. To be honest, I know many of my own kind.
I believe that much information would overload my database, so it would probably be easier to go by species instead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something is approaching.
It's probably just Hunter.
Probably.
Do I engage with the hunter?
No, this one, it's non-hostile.
He's with me.
Affirmative. I do not know you.
Mira, Aaron, Mira.
Friendly, he's friendly.
Oh. So Hunter is a little black hunting dog. Red eyes, red paws, and white claws. Hunter is helping us. Hunter was the one who brought the sample here. So now we get to examine the black blood with whatever animal it brought. I mean, he, she, it brought. Sorry.
Sounds like all of the above. If they are just paper dog.
Alrighty.
I am going to stand over there. So
I should probably do the
it's in the way.
Should probably do the test outside or somewhere else. That way, in case something goes weird, it doesn't make a mess on your floor.
You know, that's fair.
Be on standby.
Yeah, be on.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, be on standby. Vader, can you watch Iris for me? Tell her I'll be right back. Okay, I should grab that.
It's got carpet in it. Damn. Okay. We can do it out here.
Yeah, this way, right here will be fine.
You see Hunter emerge from the shadows, carrying a pig in his mouth. There's no blood. It seems the pig is just unconscious. And he just... Yeah.
Is it a young pig or is it like a full-grown pig?
Full grown.
That's a huge bitch.
Normally I would say that would make good eating, but I
Yeah.
don't think you want to do that after what we're about to do.
No.
I think I'm gonna be good. I think I'm gonna be good on pork chops and bacon for a while after this.
I wouldn't attempt to eat this after what we're going to do.
No, not this pig. Not this pig. Like another, you know.
Saying he's gonna be all right. He'll be all right. He'll pass
you
on
will
that.
not want it. Okay, got it. I misunderstood.
You're,
Sorry.
you're okay.
Common's a weird language. It's fine.
Should I wake it up?
No.
Do we have the serum ready?
Right
It's
here.
not there.
Managed to separate it.
It's probably going to run amok as soon as I wake it up.
Okay. Mira, can you come out here, please?
Small area with. I was gonna say,
She
is there a way you
comes
can set up a
out.
small barrier? Contain it somewhere?
Mira, engage force field.
She comes up. Okay, this force field.
Alright. Alright,
Do the honors of administering it, Hunter, since you can get out of the barrier easily.
there you go.
So,
Probably wise if none of us go in there while it's.
okay, out of character, confused now. Is the force field still up, or did you want to take it down? Or
As far as I'm aware, it's still up.
Yeah.
okay, it sounded like you wanted it to be down and everyone outside with the pig in.
Well, yeah, that's the plan. Right now, everybody's in the barrier, but
Alright.
once Hunter's about to inject it, the barrier will lower, everybody will get out, and then we'll go back up once Hunter's out.
Aaron, wouldn't it be better to just have the barrier down for a second, you two get out, and then push it back up,
Yeah.
and then I can just get out through the shadows, and it doesn't have to go down at all.
Mira, disengage force
Bright
field.
this barrier is, can you even... I was gonna say, with how bright the barrier is, can you even do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, Mira. Engage force field. Around Hunter.
He's going to press a few pressure points on the pig. It's going to slowly wake up, and it's going to start freaking out. Hunter's going to very quickly inject it, and you'll see him disappear into the pig's shadow, flit over to this shadow, like right across here, like where this edge is on the pool,
Mm-hmm.
and then reappear. But he is smaller, because it was a very small shadow.
Mm-hmm.
There.
So what you would see is the pig is running around, spazzing out as you would expect, and seems to be avoiding the walls as you would expect. A pig wouldn't really run into walls, or the, barrier walls.
Just making this a bit easier so we know where the barrier is. Oh shit, wrong way. Hold on. There we go.
The pig avoids the water and is avoiding the window. Pretty much avoiding any physical contact with anything, and it's just running circles around the space that it has available. About 2 minutes, it seems to freak out more, and its squealing gets louder and louder. It doesn't seem to be in pain, it seems like it's panicking.
Okay.
And after a while, about 2 more minutes, you'll see that it is running into the walls of the barrier, the window. It's not breaking the window, it's just running into, the frame. Eventually it falls into the water and starts spazzing out. And as it's about to run and hit the barrier on this side of us in the water, looking into its eye.
Oh, hold on. You good?
Alright, yeah, I'm good. Hi, how you doing?
Okay.
You left off on that wall in the water.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the water. That's where you left off.
So, as it hits the wall right here next to us in the water, looking at its eyes, both the whites of it and the eyes themselves are black. And it is very clear that this pig is now blind.
Okay.
Judging by how loud it is squealing, you may be able to deduce that it is also deaf. Isaiah, roll a history check.
And that's a.
100.
Okay, that's gonna be in my server.
Oh wait,
you would see that.
forgot she's in this.
Yeah, 6 of one, half dozen of another. She would see that according to any medical scans or like scans of its physical state, it is indeed blind. It is deaf, and it seems to have no regard for any pain. Like it can't feel anything.
Shit.
Mm.
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
I do not remember the damn thing. I gotta roll.
Scanning. It seems the subject is blind and deaf and can no longer feel pain.
Hmm.
You hear Aaron clench his fist.
Go ahead.
You hear the knuckles in Aaron's fist crack as he clenches his fist tight enough to where blood barely starts coming out.
Hunter just nudges you.
He just opens his hand and relaxes as best he can while letting out a soft growl.
Okay.
It's the same thing he did to me.
Detecting.
Saying to you.
You remember what I told you? The night that my parents were killed?
Yeah. Kind of.
You remember what he did to me?
He took you from Rain.
No, Rain took me from him later on.
Sorry,
He took away every single one of my senses.
Right. Sorry, it's been a while since I've heard that story. I was drawing blanks.
It's fine. They probably didn't even know who the hell they were fighting. Put it out of its misery.
Mira, engage pistol and shoot the thing.
Hope that didn't wake Iris up.
Iris is in the guest room, so she's pretty high up.
Isn't that the balcony for the guest room right up there?
No, that ain't it.
Oh, okay. Hunter, can you dispose of the body safely?
Mira, you can disengage the force field.
Hunter goes forward, grabs the pig, goes back into the shadows.
Do you have any left? The poison?
Should, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, here we go.
Hold on to it. Knowing what the effects are now, see if you can come up with some sort of anti-venom.
Alright then.
I might see if I can take a small sample of it and see if I can find anybody that may know something.
I'll get to work on it.
Keep me updated. Now that that's in play, that's gonna make things a lot more dangerous.
Just gonna put this in here. And it's gonna get her. Run a scan and see if we can come up with an anti-venom. Okay.
I've already seen to burying the villagers, and if they have any loved ones in any other villages or the city, I've already started making preparations to let them know. If they're in the city, then unfortunately they're gonna have to wait. But
Gotcha. Your next combat, Mira.
I'm fine. He just reaches into the pouch on his arm and pulls out a bandage and just wraps his hand up. Should head back to the castle and let the twins know, see if they can figure anything out. Let Bree know and see if she can come up with any ideas on the darker side of things, so that would be under her and Hunter's jurisdiction.
Mm.
If they don't know anything or can't come up with anything, I can ask around Vicarium.
That'd be a good place to start.
Probably a lot of the people that I used to talk to are preoccupied, so my connections are dwindling, sadly.
Then just make new ones.
Work in progress. See if I can talk to Yuki and possibly get in touch with Secunda.
Mm.
Yuki's been semi-hesitant to introduce Secunda to me for some valid concerns given her affinity, but
If you want, like, somewhat like what Secunda looks like, she's, I think, a little bit taller than Mira here.
I believe Yuki showed me a picture of her at one point, so
Fallen angel and black hair. Wears like some skin tight biker jacket onesie.
I can always have Yuki reach out using the crow that Secunda leaves with her.
Mm.
Use the crow as a middleman.
Mm.
Ask around and see what we can do with the poison and come up with a counter for it.
Alright.
Would the iris be able to help? You have in my database that she used to be a healer or a medic.
I'd rather not get her involved with godly type of shit. But
Luckily this isn't God-powered stuff, but still, she's managed to stay on the sidelines and out of this for the most part. I'd like to keep it that way. It was bad enough that Rain had a description of her, albeit an outdated one a couple months back, but I'd rather not have her have another target on her back.
same here. I mean, I just got back with her, and I'd rather not throw her into the fucking fire.
Affirmative.
If she happens to overhear something and is curious, then yeah, we'll fill her in, but I'm not gonna go out of my way unless absolutely needed, and I can't think of anything else.
Alright.
Question. To make my processing easier, Is he another whitelisted individual or no?
Aaron here?
I am struggling to understand if I am to follow his commands or not.
Yeah, we'll put Aaron on the whitelist.
Take my words as more of a strong recommendation than an order.
A recommendation.
Something like an not like an or direct order, you know,
You
like
can
a
explain that.
yeah, yeah. It's not like a direct order. It's more like here's what I recommend you do. It's like something they would like you to do beside instead of the other thing.
Is that not what a command is? You asking me to do something that you would like me to do. So I do the thing that you would like me to do.
Like I said, she's a work in progress.
I think that's Hunter and I's cue to
Am I? Is he whitelisted or not?
Yes, he's whitelisted.
That is all I needed to know, for fuck's sake. Please stay still.
You're not gonna probe me like an alien, are you?
Hey, yo!
Please no.
Okay, okay. Mira, okay,
That's all the way up my nose and into my brain.
okay, Mira, you might want to be a little gentler.
Joking.
God, that was worse than a COVID test.
Mira, I think he's had enough.
That's better. That's better.
Okay, okay, that is better, but okay.
Please classify your name for my database.
Aaron. Secondary name Lathone.
Name and alias Lathone.
So, Mira, if you ever see horns on the top of his head, that's Lathone.
There you go.
Correcting data. Name Aaron, alias Lathone.
There you go.
Lathone. Description: horns. Aaron. Description: no horns.
Correct. And Lathone will have scales on the face also, but the horns are the more defining feature. I'm not letting him out right now.
Lathone. Description: horns. Scales on face. And description: no horns, no scales on face.
Bingo.
Data entered. Hello.
Hello again.
You're learning. You're learning.
I can imagine worse starts.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright, continue your lessons back downstairs.
Affirmative.
You ready to go, Hunter?
Hunter left. Did you not hear me when I said he went through the shadow and dragged the pig with him?
I didn't. I thought he came back. I didn't know he left.
Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Keep on trying to take care of the pig.
His ass gone.
Gotcha.
He gone.
This muddles things. wasn't bad enough that he could do that himself. Now he's giving his people poison to do it.
I think it's the king. He got a big one. He had a similar size file.
Could be. Could have given it to the king. King could have given it to some of the soldiers. It's possible Seville fed him some info, exaggerated or falsified, to paint that specific village as a bunch of rebels.
Out of character from you, Aaron. Oh, let me turn off the voice.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Ah! That's what you get! Payback for the dice, bitch!
Payback for that fucking dice. Anyways, Valkyrie, that is under your care. What do you have her doing right now?
He was about to head back to the castle and have her do a flyover of the two villages that are still standing.
Never mind, you
Let's
beat
see.
me to it.
Okay, why?
I was going to say that the Valkyrie is about to ask about what you had to go do and then lead into that, but never mind, you beat me to it.
Yeah, now when he gets back, he's gonna order the Valkyrie to check on the two villages and make sure the roads and surrounding area around them are clear of any creatures or bandits. You'll have
Thinking
to
of
roll
that.
a d20 for each village.
Gotcha. The second Valkyrie that was supposed to get to Aaron, has Julia sent that yet? Because last we talked, she was busy doing a task that he had assigned to her.
Yeah, given how long it's been, yeah, she's over there helping Aaron and the other one.
Okay. We'll say that she arrives today. Bah,
Gotcha.
you now have two Valkyries. The sisters are back together. One is black, one is white.
You got some black meat and you got some white meat on you now.
Indeed. You got the caramel treat. Ooh, well, anyways, I mute now. We. Sweet Caroline.
Da da da. Okay. I'll make sure I get a nice run through on the vial.
I might have Hunter go get another sample just in case. We don't really have that much.
Gotcha.
If we need to hand it out to others to try and get more tests done or to try and develop a counter, then they're gonna need more than just a single drop. If you run more tests and you run out, let me know.
Gotcha.
Your drones were recording the encounter, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I see, Kai. I'll head out then, head back to the castle, and send somebody out to check on the other two villages.
Good.
Make sure the road's clear and they haven't fallen like the other one.
Alright. You want some water?
No, I'm alright.
Alrighty. Time to get to work. And that would be good. And with that, we're good.
Yee.
I did one last roll to
Wow.
see if Iris woke up. She got a 10. She slept still.
Gotcha, yeah, I figured that. The gunshot would have possibly woken her up, so that and combined with the
Well,
squealing
if
of
you
the fucking
listen-
pig.
Well, if you listen, the gunshot's not very loud. It's not like kapoosh.
True. And with how far away
that
it is, I thought that
ricochets.
balcony. Yeah, it does.
We're out of
Yeah, I
character
thought
now.
that balcony. I thought that balcony was the one that led to the guest room, so I thought Iris might have heard all the commotion, the squealing, and the impacts and all that. But
Yeah.
yeah, no.
No.
So for that too, for the first village that the Valkyrie goes across,
Oh, go ahead.
there is a band of well-armed bandits, surprisingly well-armed, that are on the way to the village. What does she do?
What?
Oku, just this motherfucker don't need more bitches, fam. What is this interspecies reviewers? Just was bad enough on his own. Now y'all handing bitches. Fucking okay.
Jesus Christ.
Now y'all handing him bitches. Shaking my head at this rate, your universe is gonna have a shortage because they're all being hoarded in Aaron's castle, bro. Oh my god.
Did Aaron give her any instructions to engage?
He said assist the villages as necessary, in your flyover. And he would have given her the rundown of the two surviving villages. The one that's been attacked more often, which is currently the one that has the bandits on the way to it. They're about 10 minutes away from the village, and there's about 6 of them. And the other one hasn't had any issues with any creatures or bandits, but he still would have warned her of the potential if one's getting attacked, it's possible the other might be getting attacked.
Okay. She would ask him, if they are being attacked or about to be attacked. Do you want me to, assist in that regard?
Yes.
Then she will fly down to the village and get ready for battle.
Gotcha. I will roll for... Can I type? Jesus.
No.
Yeah.
These walkers are well trained against
Okay.
6 bandits.
I don't think it's the fighting part. Go ahead, you're fine. I don't think it's the fighting part that he's rolling for. I think it's the effect. The poison stuff.
Oh.
So, because even if she can, like, win the fight itself, she can still get affected by whatever that poison is, which would, you know, decrease
Very
her
much
fighting
suck.
odds.
Yeah, because you have to keep in mind, about 5 minutes after that poison is applied, all the target senses are gone. They can't smell, they can't taste, they can't feel, see, hear. Hearing is the first thing to go, with sight being the last. So the village, the bandits do get in the village, they break through the defenses, damage is minimal. One of the guards took a grazing arrow to the, like, fucking ankle. He can walk it off. He'll be fucking in the med bay for, like, a night. None of the weapons were poisoned. So none of the guards that got hit were heavily affected. It was all just minor scrapes, minor cuts. But the bandits did break through the defenses.
Alright, after doing a sweep through the village to see if there's any casualties, seeing none, Seeing that damage is minimal, she would help in what regard she can to rebuild defenses.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
Yep. I'm also laying down because...
With whatever modifiers the Valkyrie might have.
$15 plus 2, 17.
She would notice one of the villagers in one of the houses closest, not like the closest house, but one of the closer houses to the breach point, looking out the window. He doesn't look scared. He has more like this look like, huh.
She will keep note of what that villager looks like, but she needs to continue on to the other villages.
Roll another d20 for that village.
I can't question you just yet, dude, but I'm coming back. Ten.
The village itself is not under attack. A handful of people are getting kind of rowdy due to the supplies from the castle not having yet arrived. They're just, it's more so just, when the fuck are the supplies coming? You know, you told us that you were calling for supplies. Where the fuck are they? They're coming tomorrow. The scout and the village chief are both just barely able to quell the unrest. Rations are handed out, people are calmed down, a couple grumbles here and there, but overall people are calm. There's no threat of violence, no attacks from inside or outside.
Scans the surrounding area to make sure there's nothing on the way.
Nothing.
Next village.
Those are the only two. Remember, the third one fell.
Oh,
The third one's the one that got destroyed.
No, you said that, wait, hold on. Okay, my bad, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought you said there were 3 more, because there was 1, 2, and then you said, I thought you had said that the third one, wasn't being...
No.
Okay, then she's gonna go back to that first village and go to that person. And ask
She
them
is
if they're
going.
okay. She's tracking them.
She would track the footsteps to a secluded area, to the side of Hithlum. It is like right under the walls. About 100 meters away, there is a sewer hatch. You know, waste of fucking bullshit. And he is seen, he is not seen there, but the tracks from him lead there, and then start going along the main path heading east from Hithlum back to that village.
She's still following the tracks.
She would catch up with him because she's flying. She catches up with him about halfway from Hithlum to the village.
And she stops him, asks him if, are you okay? What's going on?
I was going to the city to try and sweet talk my way inside to see if we could get some supplies from the city.
I understand. It's a bit rough right now. Are you alright?
I'm alright. Luckily nothing from that bandit group got me. Y'all did good defending that. I wasn't expecting you to show up though. I wasn't aware that any other guards, aside from the ones that man had called in, were coming.
Surprise! I guess.
A very welcome surprise.
course. Are you sure?
Roll
You
a
didn't really seem
roll-
concerned.
You all look like you were handling it well. Why would I be concerned if I have trust in the guards of the city of the village? Especially now that backups arrived and seeing you out there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
For perception, I'm pretty sure, so I'm rolling. Well, normally, if someone sees a stranger, or at least what they perceive as a stranger, to arrive unexpectedly, they would even show some kind of shock.
Oh
Not funny,
shit!
bitch, what
He is lying his fucking ass off. He's doing it well, but he is totally.
Mhm. That makes sense. She's a Valkyrie. She's going to nod. And she's just gonna put her hand on your shoulder like a pat. Like, well, I'm glad you're okay. Now, can you do me a favor?
What?
Flies up, holding him by the scruff of his neck. Can you stop lying to me? She's about a good 8 feet in the air.
So not high enough to kill him, but he definitely wouldn't be able to walk if he hits the ground.
Oh, it's not high enough to kill him? Oh, damn. Okay, 12 feet.
Oh no.
Okay, that's enough to. Yeah, that's enough to turn his fucking shins into toothpicks going up through his throat. Got it. So he squeals as she carries him up, and he looks down and starts like thrashing his legs, like, "Oh fuck! What the hell, you crazy bitch!"
Oh, I'm sorry. Is something the matter?
You might be able to fly, but I can't. Mind putting me down?
Oh, sure. Drop. 1, 2, 3. Scoops down, picks him up, flies back up. Now, shall we try this again?
The hell do you want?
The truth.
About what?
Why weren't you scared earlier? What were you really doing at the city? Everything that you just said was a complete lie, so the truth. Please.
Give me a moment.
Oh boy.
Oof, that is a long way down.
Ooh. Okay. Alright.
Oh boy.
He's gonna stop his thrashing, and he's just gonna look her in the eyes with like, not like a squint, but it's very clear. He's sticking with his story and he ain't saying shit.
Gotta jump
Waits
again.
until he's like maybe a foot away from the ground. She's following him down, by the way, but she's not picking him up by any means until he's just about to hit the ground. Then she picks him up and flies back up. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think I was playing? Do you really think I'm not going to just drop you?
Look, I was trained by a black war god. I ain't taking your shit.
14, he's still holding in.
Alright. Still holding him and flies down a few feet, then drops him all the way. Picks him back up.
He hits the ground, or?
Oh yeah, he hits the ground.
Oh.
She was about 5 feet in the air before she picked him back up.
Oh.
Ooh, so yeah, no, his legs are fucked.
His legs are
sticking all out of his fucking legs, all the way up to his
Are you
hip.
still streaming?
Yes.
By the way?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool. He is screaming in agony, as, you know, his fucking bones are jutting out of his legs in like 10 different places on each leg.
She uses her fire affinity to coagulate the wounds so they don't bleed out. But she's still flying back to 12 feet in the air and holding him.
he's not able to say anything just from the shock. Right now, he is still screaming because he's mentally just reeling from the fact that this crazy fucking bitch just did that.
He needs to hit her with a
Turns
Medea
him
for
to
real.
face her and says, I will give you one last chance. Otherwise, I'm dropping you from here. Truth.
He takes a minute. He's still screaming. Still, typical pain response. Sobbing,
Yeah.
crying like a bitch, screaming.
Mhm.
So he
It's just-
slowly calms down, and he manages to choke out a couple of words. I was sent to watch.
By who? Fakes a drop, but holds him.
He coughs a bit because the collar of his shirt fucking hits his throat. Okay, fuck.
By
Somebody
who?
from the city told me to come here and watch. It's from before the lockdown.
What were they wearing?
I wasn't the one that met with him in person.
Then who passed the message along to you?
One of the guards.
Oh.
Any outstanding features about them, or were they just a run-of-the-mill foot person?
He just looked like a run-of-the-mill guard that came into the bar for a drink. Walked over to me, slipped me a note under my mug, said don't read it till you're outside, don't speak a word. That's all I know.
Do you still have said note?
No,
What happened to it?
I burned it.
Very well. Here's what's going to happen. You had a little accident with some local wildlife before you got to the village. I rescued you and healed your wounds. And you're going to keep doing what you're doing. But you're going to be reporting to two different people now. Whoever you're supposed to be, and me. Otherwise, drops, picks back up.
I
don't get paid enough for this.
I imagine he was
Don't
pissing.
worry. Oh, go ahead.
I was imagining he'd probably be pissing himself by now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, don't worry. Cooperate. And not only will you live, but we'll make sure that you're perfectly fine.
Why do I doubt
Okay.
that given what you just did?
Well, if you hadn't lied to me, then, well, you wouldn't be in this predicament now, would you?
You do the same.
Would I?
You don't go
you
blabbing details about
questioning-
your mission to everything.
Are you questioning my honor right now?
It's common sense. Why would you spill the beans about your mission to some random schmuck that questions you? Especially after you just saw them whoop 6 bandits' ass almost single-handedly.
She softly flies down. She is not letting him go, though. I see your point. But I think you've learned a lesson as far as lying to a Valkyrie goes. Growl all you want. then, you remember our cover story, correct?
Yeah, I got trampled by some wildlife or something. You found me on the road and patched me up.
Mm-hmm. And if you attempt to tell anyone, well, you saw how quickly I caught on to your bold-faced lie. Any normal person would have probably believed you.
Fine.
Hmm.
Fucking hell.
She starts carrying him to the village, and as she walks, oh, if you think I'm playing, then by all means, test that theory at your earliest convenience.
Oh, he's finally out cold from the injury, from the blood loss. The shock.
Damn
Now
it,
that
I
the
wanted to say that line, but okay.
Now that the adrenaline's worn off and all, yeah, now he's out fucking cold.
And she just takes him to the village, tells them what happened.
Does she report to the scout, the chief, or any of the castle guards that Aaron sent?
Yes, she does, but privately.
Which one?
If there's any villagers that are like nearby, she would preface it like she needs to talk battle strategies or like defense strategies in the event that the bandits come back. When she gets them secluded, she would probably talk to the captain first.
The captain of the village guard or the captain of the guards that Aaron sent?
The captain of the guards that Aaron sent.
Okay.
Hold on, I got a whole thing. She's going to tell the captain of the guards that Aaron sent, everything that he had said, except for the part about the guard slipping the note. Or no, not that part. The part about the note being burned. She doesn't tell him that. What the guard instead is that the note got lost, like it blew away in the wind.
I should specify something for clarification. When he said guard, he would have mentioned city guard.
I imagine so.
Implying that it happened in the walls of the city.
Okay. Gotcha. She's still gonna tell the captain guard that Aaron sent, that the note got blown away in the wind. And it was lost. She's talking to each person individually. She's going to tell the scout that Aaron sent that the note got burned. But she's going to tell the captain of the village, that, what happened as far as the guy goes. He got trampled by wildlife. She helped him, but he was behaving kind of suspiciously.
Makes
She's
sense.
going to let him.
Why would he go out right after a bandit attack, knowing that there's creatures and bandits that have a target on the village's back, and the fact that ice knight is still wandering the territory?
She's going to let the captain of the village know where she tracked him, because she saw the footprints and stuff, and that's how she found him laying from the attack, and brought him back. And I guess this is a lesson for him to not go out.
Does she go back to the spot on the side of the city?
After she gives a semi-false report and a true report, she doesn't trust any of the guys, anyone, but Aaron and Julius.
That's fair.
So she's seeing if either one spills the beans to anybody they're not supposed to. It'd be nice if I could type. It would be lovely. 1, 2, 9.
No, okay. You don't notice anything. You don't notice any there are no secondary footprints implying that he met with somebody. You don't notice anything out of place. You just notice that he was there, and he walked away.
Did Aaron give her any kind of technology? A phone, anything like that?
Good question. No,
When you
unless
roll it up.
Julie... I mean, true. Which raises the question of would Julius have done the same? 15, so yeah, he would have given her a phone for immediate contact.
She's taking pictures and messaging them to Aaron immediately.
He looks them over, says, "Where's this?"
Details later, not sure who's listening.
Noted. I'm back at the...
And then she goes back.
And he just
Okay.
says, "I'm back, meet me when you can."
She goes back to the villages to make sure everything's good
Everything's fine.
and heads back to Aaron's estate.
Gives report, and he is like, "Huh. So the scout was right. There is somebody inside the village that's not
will
on their
also let
side,
Aaron-
at least."
She will also let Aaron know the 2 reports that she gave to the 2 different people. Because she's going to be honest with him and say that she doesn't trust them. So if you hear something down the pipelines about the note thing specifically, that detail, you will know which one blabbed.
So just to make sure, she gave the scout the full report, gave the village chief the false report, and gave the guards that Aaron sent the semi-false. Got it.
Yep. The only detail that was different with the captain of the guards, the guards that Aaron sent, is that the note got blown away in the wind and was lost.
Gotcha.
She's smart. Probably, maybe. I don't know. This probably won't amount to anything. Boop. Go to bed.
Don't know. We shall see.
Indeedy. Alright. Now RP's over.
Yeah, now RP's over. I am probably gonna hop out, so Violet's home, so...
Alrighty.
You staying in, or...?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then I'll stay in.
But stalker though.
Shush!
But stalker though.